Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. As I stated earlier today, on the 18th of October 2024, I will make a video in Port Huron, Michigan. That is a city located on the eastern side of Michigan, and it's at the border with Canada. On the other side of River St. Clair, it's Canada right there. This is the Blue Water Bridge, makes the connection between Sarnia and Port Huron. Here we have a little Blue Water Maiden. It's a little dedication and represents the abundance of water in Port Huron. I'm gonna provide you with some geography here before we talk about certain developments, global developments. This is the International Flag Plaza, and we have over there the flag of the United States of America and Canada. Why? Because on the other side, obviously, is Canada. You can see two flags over there as well. Yes, sir. A freighter will come?
About 5 or 10 minutes.
Thank you. I'll be going about more than 10 minutes that way. Thank you very much. I want to...
You'll be coming around there soon.
Excellent. I thought it's going to come from Lake Huron.
No, it's up now.
All right, I'll be watching. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. See, excellent American. Old man came here and said, a freighter will come from south going north. So from probably industrial area here going towards Huron, Lake Huron. You can go on a website and you can figure it out and look each and every freighter that passes through this little River St. Clair. So over there is Canada. This is United States of America. So I'm going to walk along St. Clair from north, Lake Huron, to south. Oh, there it is, freighter. Holy smoke, it's big. Well, lucky. Thank you very much, sir. Here is the water. I'm gonna go here. When I was a kid, I used to go when I go to Black Sea and run over these kind of things. Fall sometimes, but run and see how fast I can run without stopping. Beautiful river. You can fish. I'm gonna show you. It's a pier. You can walk all along this. Oh, it's coming over there. It's a red and white, a big one. So you can walk this little pier, I don't know how you call it, walk by St. Clair. All right, so what will be the topics? And while I'm walking, I'm going to give you some more information on this. Beautiful place. Here are my friends, the seagulls. I love seagulls. Why? Because they're kind of assholes, and I like this kind of character. I like the same thing with the kids. I always liked kids with character, being a bit mischievous. Oh, there it is. It's coming around the corner by that little tower. Where's the tower? Tower, that's a casino. So it's coming from there somewhere. I don't know if you see it or not, but we're gonna see it nevertheless. There's some others over there. It's a freighter far away over there. I can see it. I thought it's gonna come here. What's up, buddies? Right here. All right, so what are we gonna discuss today? Romanian airspace was again violated by Russian drones. Rutte, the new secretary of NATO, who according to the former president of Romania, Traian Băsescu, is an enemy of Romania. Now he's in charge of NATO. That is, he in Brussels charged Russia with violating the Romanian airspace. What would that mean? You're gonna get to war, baby doll, Romania. I want to see you all mobilized and fighting finally those evil Russians. Why? Because the master says so. There's a lot of cars here who in the evening come over here or come and just watch the freighters passing by. The same thing in Canada. It's a big parking lot over there, and you go over there and park your car. Have a nice evening. It's a beautiful park on the other side as well. I'm gonna pass through under this beautiful bridge, Blue Water Bridge. In the evening or night, it's all blue. It has blue lights. This is one of the two bridges that connects at least in the Lower Peninsula, Canada with Statele Unite, with United States of America, is this one and the Ambassador Bridge in Detroit. In Detroit, there's also a tunnel under the St. Clair River that connects, and that's it. You don't have any other connection, but in the Upper Peninsula, in St. Mary, Sioux Locks, I think you can cross over there, and maybe some other ones in the Upper Peninsula, but we're not going to discuss that one. Beautiful engineering right there. So you go that way and you come this way. When I go to Canada, this is the road I take. Port Huron, not Detroit. In honor of... Oops. Hey, you scared me. Anyway, my bad, right? Alright, this is a place where Thomas Edison, yeah, that's Thomas Edison, had one of his laboratory. Right here, yeah, that guy who screwed Nikola Tesla. Not good, Edison. But nevertheless, big inventor, and we have a lot of inventors patented by that guy. Okay, look at that freighter coming over. I don't know if you see it or not. Is like curve here? So Russian drones violate an object violated the Romanian airspace. Well, they can make up shit, we can't verify that anyway. What is Romania gonna do? I tell you what Romania is gonna do. Romania is gonna do whatever it's told to do by the Americans. In this case, you have Rutte, who gladly, seems like, would use Romanian baboons to fight against Russia. Did you hear that? Hey America, it's Christmas time. Alright, so this is, people come here and fish, you're gonna see them as I pass by. That's a casino over there. I think that's Port Edwards, if I remember correctly, in Port Huron. Here is a hotel, and it's a Freighters, it's a restaurant with good food. Good food here, casino here, hotel here, and sometimes you have gun shows, gun and knife shows, because we live in America. In America, there are gun shows. You go over there and sell and buy guns and knives and things like this. You're gonna see the bridge behind me, beautiful. And here is you're gonna see as I go a lot of cars parked. So what do you think will happen? I think NATO never charged, I know exactly what that is, charged Russia with violating the Romanian airspace, which is NATO airspace nowadays. So what do you think will happen? It's going to give the Russians an ultimatum? I think we're going towards a big war. I think these guys in charge of us will try to test to see how far they can go. Maybe like this. I know the wind blows like this. I don't want to affect the sound too much. So that's the first one with Romania and Rutte. Rutte is the enemy of Romania, according to Traian Băsescu. Now you can say whatever you want about Traian Băsescu. I'm talking about Romania. That's a new Chevrolet Corvette. Here is the hotel with the freighters, the restaurant, and here you have fishing. They got little bells, and if they catch something, obviously that's going to notify them. And during the night time, some of them have some lights on the fishing poles. A lot of geese around here, a lot of seagulls, a lot of fish. I fished once or twice, didn't catch anything, but it was just for fun, not like a professional fishing trip. Benches, and there's the freighter coming. I will move a little bit out of this guy's way here, and I will talk while this freighter is going to pass by me. And make sure this telephone doesn't fall into the Wasser, water. Alright, look at my, okay, the nest is there. So that's the first one. Another piece of news, Putin will not attend BRICS summit in Brazil. He just announced no Putin in the summit. I said that before. He will not take a chance. That's a casino, that's the freighter, obviously. will not take a chance to fly this much over the Bermuda Triangle, if you know what I mean, which would be probably too long to be exposed to just a UFO or maybe the Bermuda Triangle hitting his airplane. That's one. He's gonna send Mr. Lavrov or someone like that. Canada steamship lines, beautiful. All right, so that's another one. I read an opinion piece. I can't remember the newspaper, the outlet, but they said that United States of America, the West, must give an ultimatum to Iran to free its people. We're gonna discuss about the Iranians not being free, but somehow we are free. Yeah, I don't know exactly how things are in Iran, but I know how they are here. And it's far away from what they claim it is. Is it still good? Yes, it is, but not the way it was intended. Look at that freighter. So they want to give Iran an ultimatum. Who's going to enforce that? The American bombs? They tried everything with Iran. They tried to overthrow the government. They tried to impose sanctions. They tried even bombing, even missile strikes by, in self-defense. Nothing happened so far. This is a big freighter. It's gonna hit the breach. All right, another topic, and this has to do with Canada and Imbecile Trudeau. If you remember, Imbecile Trudeau came out 2 days ago, if I remember correctly, and made some statements on India. He sent home 6 embassy staff diplomats from Canada as retaliation for the killing of that sheik, that they don't have hard evidence who did it. They don't have hard evidence, but nevertheless they already decided that the Indian diplomats must be sent home. Well, India, you can't play with India. I mean, India has 1.5 billion people, big country, nuclear power, big economy, democracy, and Canada has 40 million people. Between 1/3 and 1/4 of them are newly arrived immigrants, if I remember correctly. What do you think they will do? How many Indians are here already? How many do you think? I'm gonna sneeze because I'm against the sun. All right, thank you. And again, usually 2 times. No? So the Canadians said we are going to sour our relations with India because, I don't know exactly, Trudeau needs a hard-on or something, or someone gave them an order. Who could that be? The owners of the Western world. Who are those? Banking system, that's the one of them. Okay. You see, Canada soured that relation. So Canada soured that, but the United States of America and Great Britain didn't. They talked to Modi. They're friends with Modi. Look at his wings. And if you can see them. Maybe you want to see the freighter. Let's see. So I think Canada will get it and eventually will regret it. But it's always good to send your lieutenants or the clowns to poke the bear. And in this case, those guys over there are the clowns. I'm talking about the so-called Canadian government, who is just poking or barking at the wrong tree. What will happen? Imagine how many spies and how many cells these guys, the Indians, have in Canada. And imagine how many cells the Canadians have in India. What do you think is the proportionality? So this was another situation where Canada thought or how do you call it? They extended their delusional power because they think this. I'm talking about the government, not about the people. Unfortunately, the people are not. Oh my God! I have to pay attention. Some shits here on the ground. We don't want to have that one done. So unfortunately, these guys here, I have people who live in Canada. It doesn't mean that if they live in Canada, they know what's going on in Canada. But I trust them not only because I'm a cowboy, baby. So not only because they're well-read people and pay attention to what's going on over there, but that's a pretense of a capitalist free country with free people. It's a mockery. It's a, I don't know if these guys have a little, I don't want to say that, but copying these guys, the big brother here, and they don't like it because they're the little brother and they don't like to be the little brother, they want to be the big brother. So that's another one. I know it was another issue that I want to discuss, and that is Switzerland. Switzerland once a neutral country became obviously not neutral since it started participating in the frenzy, Russia frenzy. The Americans are scolding, I'm talking about the governments, okay, so just so you know, in case you had any doubts about that. The government of the United States of America is upset with the Swiss government because they did not agree to impose all the sanctions the Europeans imposed on Russia. There was a new round of, so right now what's going on in Brussels, there's a NATO meeting, there is the European Commission, the Europeans are meeting over there, the leaders of the countries in Europe. That's why it's a lot of information now, who's who, what's what. Supposedly, there's no country in the European Union that opposes, or no, I'm sorry, NATO country, that opposes Ukraine's membership application. Now, if that's gonna be the case, that's one of the points why the Russians invaded. So I don't know exactly what these guys are trying to do, but get nuked. Orban said that he's going to talk to the German leader Scholz and with the French leader Macron, who's toast, Facron actually, about talking to Putin. They get smacked in 1 second. Right here there are some big houses or condominiums, I don't know exactly what they are. There's like a gated community on the other side. If you walk around, I've never been on the other side, but I've been to the neighborhood that somehow I entered, if I remember correctly. I don't know, these are houses. Go and look for the price, but look at those houses. Let's say this house right here. That's about $700,000 maybe. Let's say 700. Now that would be about $3 or $4 million in Canada. Right. Across here, this is a casino, Port Edwards Casino, I think it's called. Here is a light in the middle. I don't know if it's around against the sun right there. So that is light right at the corner because the river, how should I put it? When you come, it's like an elbow here. The river goes obviously. So this, it's a long, they go all the way to this side, the freighters, all the way to this side, and then they go like that. Probably, not probably. You can also look online to see the depth of the river here, and you figure out also by the color, darker in the middle, shallower here, obviously, to some extent, not always, but you can see that it seems like sometimes the river flows the other way around. Oh, what's that? Look at this guy. What? You wanna say something? You wanna say something? Say something? How close can I get to this guy? Close already? Alright. He's gonna be following me. If I pretend I throw stuff, he's gonna be around. Again, cars around here. In the evening, there's full of them. That's the Blue Water Bridge. And I'm gonna walk up to the to downtown here, not with you because I don't think I'm gonna stay 2 hours with you here, guys. Not because I wouldn't want. You see that? That's one light and that's another one straight behind that one. So I'm assuming that's in straight line with Port Huron. Let me get in between them, and if I get in between them, I'm gonna look to see. I don't even know how I'm gonna get in between them. Anyway, it's probably gonna be straight to Port Huron, to Lake Huron. I would say this. It's straight in the middle. So in front of me is that one, and straight there is the other one, which is straight in the middle of the bridge, straight in the middle of. So this is a signaling the ships to come in, how to come in, where this is, and if they move to the right or to the left, instead of seeing one light, you're gonna see two lights. And according to that is the, how do you call that, parallax angle. If you know what that is, the angle, I don't know if it's parallax, that's how you call it, parallax angle, how you measure things in space and so on, based on the movements, the one movement, and you figure out the distance and the side, well, physics, whatever. Okay, so Switzerland lost its neutrality a long time ago. Now let's talk about these two countries here, the United States of America and Canada, and our freedoms. Now, the distance between here, the American soil, and Canada is maybe 2 football fields. So there's 200 yards, let's say 200 meters. Oh, this is no, you can enter here. There's no outlet, but this is the entrance. This is called, if you want to look for the how much these things called there, Edison Shores. So Edison Shores, go and check out and see how much these houses are worth. Bill and Lynn Towers. See, people give money, donate, and then the civilized people of America put a little plaque, beautiful plaque. This is not wood, this is plastic that's gonna stay here forever. And this is something that the Americans sometimes still do solid, not something easy. I don't know, like bullshit. Beautiful. And with the metal, everything is civilized and durable. The freighter is turning towards left. Canada, you go straight there, you go to Canada, and Huron, Lake Huron. So, don't get me wrong, this country, for me at least, is the best option, the best that I've been in, or I lived, or I visited. I know visiting is not the same thing as living in a country, but when I used to live in Romania, a lot of people, I mean, I could have immigrated to Canada as well, but after I came to Canada, visiting Canada, and talking to Romanian friends who immigrated to Canada, I had no interest in living in Canada economically. That was economic, nothing else, economic. I love the country, I love the Canadians, but she wants me?
She wants you.
Oh my God, should I start undressing? Yes, USA! Okay, I guess. All right, so a woman from a car. A woman wanted something from her car. I don't know. I declined the invitation. Just kidding, my friends. So this is the. As I said, I saw a big difference not only in the sizes of the houses, the cars they're driving, the infrastructure, but don't get me wrong, they're beautiful towns, small towns. Mostly I've been to Toronto, I've been to Montreal, been to Quebec, yeah, but how do you call that? I can't remember it right now. I've been to on the East Coast, where it's full of Canadians, if you know what I mean. Vancouver, been over there skiing. The country is beautiful. Lake Louise, excellent. But still, I think these guys are too busy working too much, and they still have beer in the refrigerator, they still have a job. They don't understand that their country is invaded, and it's invaded by their elected officials who are doing the bidding of bigger powers as these guys here, as these guys in the European. Strangely, these things are directed specifically and only towards Europe, not towards others. Why is that? Well, maybe just a perception, maybe I don't get it, but nevertheless, United States of America. We shouldn't allow this country to be fucked. Is the other one. We shouldn't. Why? So much at stake. That's an attempt to destroy our freedom of speech, and therefore, destroying the freedom of speech, you destroy democracy that these guys pretend to love so much. Why? Because without freedom of speech, you are not able to have a democratic system in a way that you can tell the truth about issues. Therefore, you're gonna censor yourself. Therefore, democracy is gonna be doing what? Uninformed population, not only because it's propagandized, but also because you can't hear the other version of events. Beautiful. It looks like a, how's that? Spurs tree. There's a little ship that it's not anchored, it's solid, it's not going anywhere. You can go and board it. It's a museum, Huron Lightship Museum, free admission. This little path here keeps going about 200 yards, and then it stops, and then you have to go around and go in the city. So I think that's where our little, this is Huron Lightship, a little park here. Clean, clean, clean. It's another ship over there. I see a barge, is that how you call it? Barge? I don't know how you call it in English. It's a little tugboat that pushes another boat. All right. So this country is still beautiful, and we should preserve it as it is. So elections in Romania. What do you think about that one? Elections in the United States of America. What do you think about these ones? Well, the elections in Romania, as in here, don't really, I don't think will change much, which is, I would say, 1%, 2%. Why? Because the bureaucracy and the guys really in charge of us here are pushing the Western world, because that's where they, you see, why do I keep saying the Western world? Because we like it or not, these guys still are the richest countries in the world, if you take it that way. They still have military, they still have nuclear weapons, they still have a big web of spies around the world, political power, structures, like for instance, if you remember Swiss messaging app, and not only, where they dictate a lot of economic and political policies around the world. Other countries are emerging to challenge this, and this is a big fight right now, and it depends what's going on in Ukraine. If the Russians somehow lose, which I don't know how they could lose, unless these guys are able to destroy Putin and about at least 300 people, let's say 1,000 people in 2 hours operation, that they will just paralyze the military and the media, then not only the military, the security service, the secret service, and so not secret service, security service, the intelligence, departments, they cannot do it. The same with Israel. If they want to make sure Israel is going to obey international law, you have to take their, if they have nuclear weapons, they gotta take them from them. How? The same, on operation, they will not give it back. And then obviously protect them somehow, and I explained it in other videos. So what's going on here with the elections? If it's Trump or it's Kamala Harris, doesn't really matter, because the guys behind are the same guys. And even if Trump, like the last time when he was president, what did he do? Not much. Why? His own party and his own people supposedly did not promote or support his policies. They just sabotaged him. Simply sabotaged him. So they're gonna keep doing what they're doing, or they're gonna pause it. They're gonna push the pull the brake a little bit, and then that's the little tugboat with pushing that little whatever it is, and behind that's a little harbor with some ships. I was about docked. I was about to say parked. Let's go to this. There's another. This is operational. This is not BS. This is a. Is it? I don't know. Let's go around. So I'm gonna climb this hill with a beautiful statue on top of that monument. That probably is racist, I guess now, or pretty soon it's gonna be determined as racist. And I'm gonna go here on this side to see this ship. Could be a Coast Guard ship, but it's a bit too big for that. Why it is? It is. It's a regular, real boat. It's not stuck on concrete. I'm gonna climb here and then I'm gonna end this video with a little tugboat apartment buildings on the other side. This is the US Customs and Border Patrol. That's the Border Patrol to catch the Mexicans crossing from Canada. Why? Why did I say that? Because, what the fuck, I'm running out of steam here. Because, if I remember correctly, the Mexicans don't need a visa to get to Canada. And a lot of them go to Canada and then cross the United States of America. That's not the way to do it. I don't know if this is still working or not, but I think that's the way they used to do. That's the bridge, the little, how do you call it? The freighter is going there. This little thing is going here. Let's walk this way. So that's the Border Patrol. So I'm gonna walk towards the downtown. This is City Waterworks, 1872. Says on that thing over there. Nobody around. Friday, everybody's going to have a drink. I know in downtown, by there's a big river flowing into St. Clair River, and that's called the Black River. And it's a marina over there, and there's some restaurants. I recommend the restaurant over there. I don't know its name. I ate over there one time, and that has a balcony upstairs. You stay not a terrace, and you sit over there, and you see it's by the close to the river, but you see the whole thing like you would have here. This how do you call this view on the river. There's a little park. And that's it, my friends. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just. See you later.